Yes, I heal up all ones and ones. We there with you come whole of reasoning. Well, if we come forward with a reasoning, I want to say ash it to all the ancestors. All the ones them who there with we. But you know, my thing of black liberation, you know. And I have to come forward and put forward this reason here to the eyes them. The ones them wanna know. And others are going see. Because well, if we all watch this, you watch the funeral yesterday, Thursday, the 18th of March, you know, the funeral in Africa. Big funeral. Well, memorial service. You know, watch it. Sound like a madman, eh? You see, meanwhile with the cross here, I seek acceptance in the Western world, where we are domiciled. And these former slave plantations in the Caribbean. See? And in Europe, but them bring some away, some way up and come see better life. And the rest of the brethren and sisters in America. Seem like we forget about Africa. But I come here now to remind we as a people how great we are. And to show us that we have to just look within. See? And we'll see right there what we are looking for. Or what we are seeking for. Or what we seem to forget. Because look here, sometimes, you know, the conscious mind forget it, you know. But the subconscious mind don't forget it. You understand? So, in all this talk here, I want to say rest in peace to King Goodwill Zwelithini. Yes. Of course, Zulu Natal. The Zulu Kingdom or the Zulu Nation in South Africa. Now, a lot of ones might want to know, who is King Goodwill? Or who was King Goodwill? Right? Alright. Well, a lot of us will be familiar with kaBhekuzulu. You know, a little boy I grew up with, we see kaBhekuzulu in a movie, Warrior. Well, King Goodwill Zwelithini, right, is a great nephew of kaBhekuzulu. Yes. In other words, kaBhekuzulu was the great grandfather of King Goodwill Zwelithini. Yes. Alright. So look here now. Let me ease into it. You know? So who was Goodwill Zwelithini? Let me tell him right name. Yeah. Goodwill Zwelithini of Zululand. Goodwill Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu. He was the reigning king of the Zulu nation. He was born on the 14th of July 1948 in a place named Nongoma in Zululand, KwaZulu Natal, which is in South Africa. Yes, the Rainbow Nation, the land of Nelson Mandela and all them great ones. Right? But he went to meet his ancestors and pass on to the next realm. Friday the 12th of March. He was 72 years old. And this great one ruled the Zulu kingdom for 50 years. Now, let me give you a little history. Well, not really little history. Just tell a little bit about the Zulu kingdom in terms of area and, you know. Zululand, or the Zulu kingdom, they have a population of around 12 million people living inside it. A lot of Zulus living all across Africa, right? They have an area of 94,361 kilometers square, which work out to be 36,433 square miles. That is inside South Africa, right? So now, King Goodwill Zwelithini died Friday, March the 12th in Durban, South Africa, in a hospital. Information was that he died from diabetes related problems. So you see, a lot of people them, whether in Africa, in the Caribbean or wherever, still suffer with diabetes. Yes. Even the king of KwaZulu Natal, Zulu land, was a diabetic. I read something else, somebody was trying to say he died from this thing that they create that is going around, but I'm not sure about that, so I don't want to talk and mention such things and then somebody come and quote me on that. You understand? Alright. So King Goodwill Zwelithini was the 8th monarch of the Zulu kingdom or the Zulu nation. Like I said, Shaka Zulu, who reigned from 1816 to 1828, was his great grandfather, uncle. See? Yeah, I hope I didn't say great grandfather. No. His great uncle, sorry. So Shaka Zulu was King Goodwill Zwelithini's great uncle. Yes. So King Zwelithini's great grandfather was a brother of King Shaka Zulu, right? Yo, and the reason why I mention this is because I say we need to look within, because when I follow all the ceremonies and everything that was going on inside here, you see, the man having palace grounds, you know, and if we black people, a lot of black people seem to feel inferior because they don't see no greatness within their likeness. But if we look to Africa, we will see it. Because if you look on the way King Goodwill Zwelithini and his family live, if a vanity you want, them have it. Them have all kind of fancy car you can think about. Big fancy estate, guards, everything, police escort. So while we there on here, so I'll seek acceptance and look on the little foolishness you are going with the royal family in England who is being accused of racism. And we are seek acceptance. No. When I say the Zulu people, they will say we are exactly the same. But we look like them. So if they have a problem with we, it's not because of our color or our race. It's because of differences in culture and customs, right? Because you know that back in the day, Shaka Zulu in a war with other people around him. Yeah. And then them decide to conquer other tribes and control them. I just say it we go. But where we come on here so now, I pay discrimination with people face. And some of them can't handle it. But I want to let me in a business because if I want to hate me just because of my color. Me alright with that. But anyway, it's not about me. Me talk about King Goodwill Zwelithini. Right? So King Goodwill Zwelithini was the great nephew of King Shaka Zulu, who reigned from 1816 to 1828. Ascended to the throne in 1968 when he was 20 years old. He succeeded his father, Cyprian kaBhekuzulu Solomon, when his father died in 68. But remember this, he was never crowned until December 3rd, 1971. Why? Because he had to run away. Because there were threats to kill him. So he had to run away and go live in South Africa. In exile for a few years. Well, it was just a ceremonial rule because, well, in South Africa, they have the ANC who in power right now. And like I said before, Goodwill Zwelithini reigned for 50 years. Over 50 years, in fact, because we check from 1968 to 2021. 53 years. But if you come from when he was crowned in December 1971. December 3rd coming up here would have make 50 years. But he must send it to the throne them times. But while he was in exile, right? I will tell you, somebody else is holding the fort for him. Yeah. I will tell you, we're not hold the fort for him. While he was in exile. Hold on. Coming up. Prince Israel kaBhekuzulu acted as regent from 1960 to 1971. So, King Goodwill Zwelithini had 6 wives, of which the youngest one was only 35 years old, because she's still alive, and 28 children. I think 2 of his children passed away. And his great wife is Princess Manfombi Delamy of Eswatini, known of Swaziland, who is the brother of the king of Swaziland. Now Eswatini, King Mswati III. Her father was Shobuza II of Swaziland, now Eswatini. And now, because she's the great wife, although she was never married to Zwelithini until, well, I will tell you, she was his 3rd wife. But yet she had the great wife. They got married in 73. Because Zwelithini had 2 wives before. Bole Kamate and Sibongile Winfred Delamy. See? So it is widely expected that one of the children of the great wife, who is the brother of the king of Swaziland, which is a constitutional monarch, he run the country, a head of state over this, will most likely be king of the Zulu nation. Yes. And look here, you see, just like how them do it in Europe, power married into power, royalty married. I see when them do it in Africa. Because now, you have a prince named Tombu Muzi Dlamini. He's married to one of the daughters of Nelson Winnie Mandela, called Zenani. Yes. And you see, like I always try and tell people, you see, when you stand tall and be proud of who you are as a black person, these white people who some of our people revere, respect us. Because we're proud of who we are, we're not trying to be like them. Because, under the apartheid system that they had in South Africa, right? The Zulu nation were running their own kingdom. Yeah. Under the Botha and F.W. de Klerk regime. When other black people in South Africa was living under apartheid, Zulu nation was, well, I have to say they were free. Well, I mean, now ANC in power and apartheid gone away. Surely, things must get even a bit more free for them. But unlike the other brethren across South Africa and the apartheid, they were all left to run their own kingdom and left in them land. And even because of that, some look on it and say that after apartheid, King Zwelithini was too close to Peter Botha, for example, because I saw a photograph with him and Peter Botha, and I don't like how it look. But Zwelithini concerned about fame people, the Zulu people. You understand? And even some land reforms that the ANC wanted to make. Zwelithini appeared to be against it. But that's for another reason. You know? So yes, I just want to come forward and show the them that we have kings and queens and princesses that look like us in our land Africa. We still have one in Lesotho and Swaziland, which is similar to what them have in England here. They are actually the heads of state, of a sovereign state of sovereign states. Whereas like the Zulu nation was a nation within South Africa that was governed by South Africa. See? And I don't want the one come and try to talk about we might do so much wife and they have a wife so young, you know. Because we have our people before we come on to the Western world. You think, it must be a lovely thing to be able to have 28 children, you know, and 6 wives. Why, I mean, I lie. The other day, when I watched some of the formalities that they had going to the palace and all of that, Zwelithini, one of Zwelithini daughter, come out on Range Rover. And I tell you, Rasta, see how she beautiful, and you see how body how big and nice. I'm a married man, but we just admire. My wife not supposed to feel, but we just say. Not like them ugly people them have out there. See them a royal family. Look like them done dead already. And look like we don't really want to go there. But look on true beauty in Africa. Our own people in our own likeness. Well, a lot of ones that we don't know them things. Because we don't look within. Because if we don't look within, then we'll realize how powerful and great we are. Yes. You know? See, all of this black and white things is all political, you know. I don't even want to be seen on camera drinking from any cup other than a black cup. Or a cup of color. I drink from the white cup. Only thing white I use is toilet paper. You know, that's just my stance. But in all this thing here, when I see now, when I watch the memorial service for King Goodwill Zwelithini, you know what the problem I have with it? They might read from Bible. And I do a lot of rituals that them do at the Catholic Church at the man memorial service. A Bible they might read from. So, there again we see, even the people them who we say we have to look to. Well, look here, we have to be careful, you know. We have to just look to them for motivation, you know, and for inspiration. Not only for that, you know. For the ones that we who weak, well, not me. For the ones that we who like to look at other people and think, say, we have not great, but we look and see we have it down there. But at the end of the day, see the same common team. All of them follow the colonizer religion. You understand? All of our friends with the colonizer. Can be Mrs. Zwelithini with Prince Charles, all of them are one. You know? Yeah. Look, me tell you the kind of people been a Zwelithini memorial service. Prince Charlene of Monaco. Princess Charlene, sorry, of Monaco. Prince Albert's wife. Yeah, a white woman, did it? And I see a couple of the colonizers in there too. This just goes to show you how it is. What does like me have white friend too. You understand? So when I try to show you, you have black royalty. If you look too, we don't have to look to them people here so in Europe and make them come style with. We have to look within, and that means I say we look within. Yes, look within. And we see greatness within. From within we and from amongst we. And people in our likeness. You understand? Just like we can't there look to white Jesus to come save we. Just like Marcus Garvey say, where is the black man's God? So yes, all the ones that come out of Europe and go to America. and join the colonizer them army. Same people that them do all type of wickedness. How much are we go to Africa? Go join King Zwelithini's army. Or the king of Swaziland's army. Or the king of Lesotho army. Eh? I don't know. And then the same great wife of King Zwelithini, Princess Queen, the queen of Zululand. Well, she shouldn't have the queen anymore because somebody else will come be the king, you understand? Them say she a Seventh-day Adventist. So I mean, like, when you look on this thing, although these people still have all these traditional things that them keep to. See? It's like them keep the traditional things that suit them, but yet they pick up the religion of the white man and I run with it. You understand? So we have to watch them things. It's as much as me I say look to them, look within to see greatness. We just look within and take what we want, see, to give us inspiration and show us what we have to see. And the rest we know how we just leave it this way. Yeah, man. And another thing great about this King Zwelithini, I like how he gave many speeches about uplifting women, about women's rights, you know, and about men abusing women. Tell them they have to stop it. The king come out and speak about these things. King Goodwill Zwelithini. Yes. So, we have to know them things. You know, we have other kingdoms in Africa, you know. Like, for example, you have the one up in Morocco. But they don't really look too much like we, you know. And then, we have a lot of kingdoms and chieftains in Ghana and Nigeria and them places. All over Africa. Even you have some more in South Africa too and in Zimbabwe, but it's just the Zulu nation that is really the one who give credence to, you know. Because remember, the Zulu nation fight for years and conquer other tribes and take them over, you know. But it's another story for you going to next time. So we don't want to keep it too long, you know. But like me say, a black liberation me I promote. And that's my cause. So I feel like I have to come here, come point out to you that, look here, man, we pay reverence and pay homage to King Goodwill Zwelithini of Swaziland, the great nephew of King Shaka Zulu. See? Of Zululand. KwaZulu Natal. Yes. If you do that. So remember, like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Yeah? Black liberation. Each one teach one. I don't like to make it longer than this, but keep it short and simple. More times we come back and hold a little reasoning about them things here. Alright? Manners. Yes? Guidance.